All right, guys, if you watch any of our videos, you've probably already heard the news. Joni Mitchell, Blue, on Patreon. You already know that, but the second album is dropping extremely soon.
It's dropping this weekend on Patreon, and the deal is we don't know what it's going to be. You guys are going to vote on it. It's either going to be Deep Purple in rock or Masters of Reality by Black Sabbath. You guys are going to help vote it in. Whatever that choice is made, we will stick by and we will listen to and we'll be excited for because both seem like killer records. Can't really decide, so you're going to help us decide. Get on there, do your voting if you want to see those albums, either Joni Mitchell or one of those two records, plus, hundreds of songs, reactions you can't get on here, some extra content, maybe a little spicy content. Go on there, listen to Cup of Coffee or subsequent drinking beverage. See you there. Link in the description.
Hey, guys. Hope you're having a great day as well as a great life.
As well as a great life. Again, we're struggling through it, not in the studio. The reason this time, think of your own. Fill in the blank, make it like a Mad Lib. Could be anything. Could be giraffes. Could be a pack of rogue gardeners.
Yeah, comment like your best narrative of why the Freedom Shack is unavailable to us.
Yeah.
And I'll pin the best one. That sounds like a fun game.
That sounds like a fun game.
For sure. We are back with ELO. Everyone has said to hit Fire on High for a very long time, and it's been time to hit it.
I know. We had a friend of ours, long follower of the channel, Nikki, ended up saying you should hit some ELO, and we were like, it's actually literally on this next week. Like, we're ready to hit it. Fire on High.
Yeah, and I was like, is that the one to hit? And she was like, absolutely yes. It's a banger.
Cool. I mean, the numbers on the song show it to be a little lower than normal.
Slightly more of a deep cut for them compared to their other hits.
Yeah, but it's been consistent. Everybody has said,
yep,
Fire on High. So we are men of the people, of the multiple people who voted this song in through their multiple comments over the history of time.
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Pretty sweet.
All right.
It feels like the soundtrack in your head when you're 6 and you hold the door open for somebody at like a convenience store. Like you're just way too big and you're just like, oh, I got this. And they're like, thank you. And you're like, I'm the man.
It's one of those like weighted doors almost that has like little like hydraulics on them.
Yeah, and maybe the dad is helping you hold it open too, but you don't know that because you're 6.
Oh, you can't even see behind you. The dad's just kind of like doing the extra little push for you.
Yeah.
That was a heater, dude.
It was a lot of things.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I think this is so strange because for one, let me just say from the beginning felt like that Beatles influence of like all that weird dissonance, and then it ends up feeling like a Pink Floyd song a bit, but happier to some degree.
I think about the riff in Echoes, like when like it fully comes together, and then he's kind of like doing that thing. Kind
of, but again, it feels like they're choosing happier chords. Like they're still going to like a weird somber place, but because right after the weird dissonant section at the beginning for the first minute or so. Which also bold choice to start your album with that. Like this is the start of this album. Yeah. It's a lot. So right after that, they go into sort of a riff thing, and then it's not until they start getting like the guitar solo coming in that it starts to feel like it all came together. And then I didn't feel like I got release until then. And then I was like, okay, now you gave me music.
There's a lot of build up.
Yeah.
Intention.
And it felt like a weird kind of Floyd-esque but happy sound. Like I loved the tone. Each individual section of this, I loved so much. I loved the choices that they made with, like, is it Jeff Lynne? Is the guy's name?
Yeah.
Jeff Lynne.
Yeah.
So I love the choices that Jeff made on, like, production-wise on everything. Like, the way that the bass sounds, all the little guitar melodies, the drum, like they had, like, phaser or something on the drums for just a couple sections, sounded great. Everything sounded great. And every section I loved. And I didn't even mind any of the transitions, but it just felt like there was the whole thing together I didn't jam with a ton.
Interesting. Super fair. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I thought it was wild. Thought it was definitely like a roller coaster.
Definitely.
I could definitely see it in a live context being a totally spiritual experience for somebody.
I can absolutely see that.
And I appreciate that a bunch.
Yeah, there really was nothing I didn't like about the song. I'm trying to figure out why I like each section. I was like, damn, this is so freaking cool. I think, you know what it might be is that it was distractingly cool. Like every choice that they made, like there was so many elements where I was like, my ear picked up on it, and I don't think I just got lost in the sauce as much as I probably should have. I think if I hear this 2 or 3 more times, I'm not going to pick up on those other things, and I'm just going to be able to listen.
That's fair.
His choices were just so dramatically cool that I was like, ooh, I felt like a squirrel. I literally felt like it was like ADHD brain being like, oh, that's the drums, this is the bass, and it was just too much.
So funny.
Yeah. You know what? Then I actually I rescind my voting right. I don't think like it's awesome. It's awesome. But I'm like, why didn't I gel with it as much as my heart felt at any given moment?
Yeah.
Like if there's a graph for how much I enjoyed it.
You were holding on to something, man. You were holding on to something.
Apparently, dude, it was attachment.
There's definitely some attachments there.
My upward trajectory at any moment, like my happiness level was like the vector was pointing up, like pretty distinctly.
I enjoy this a bunch. So you're saying you rescind your voting, so you're not going to rate?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm definitely going to rate. I'm going to say A for sure. I enjoyed this a shit ton. I thought it was a great album opener. And this whole time I was sitting there thinking about like a stadium full of people and them whipping this out, them knowing the song, knowing all the elements to it, and literally having like potentially, especially if they're on a fun substance, like an out-of-body experience or something.
Yeah.
I could definitely see that. I enjoyed this a bunch. I thought it was a heater. I got super happy and excited when they went to the halftime with a little bit of Ride.
Yeah.
Felt like a kid in a candy store. It was a great time.
I will say when they went to that like acoustic-y section the first time, I was like, this is the coolest thing. And then when the bass drops in after that, like, and I think this is the first instrumental we've heard from them.
Yeah. So
really cool to see, because his voice is so spectacular and his melodies are so good that I think sometimes as much as the music shines, like that is what I'm coming to, you know, like an ELO song for. So the fact that they can have one that stands on its own without that, I think is even more triumphant.
Yeah, I thought it was sick. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Let us know where to go next with ELO.
For sure. And we'll catch you next video.
Peace. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. If you had a good time watching that video, go and upvote the video, subscribe if you're not already. Check out some other videos here on the YouTube or on the Patreon if you want extra juicy stuff you can't get on YouTube.